Yeah, a case of close but no cigar. In fact, professional athletes rarely smoke cigars.
Probably only when you win.
Impact
Only
on
when
lung
you
capacity
win, right?
and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was especially close late in the game because they hit a number of posts. Man, they came close, but not quite enough. A third period goal from Phil Kessel stood up as the winner in a 2-1 Penguins victory as the Oil just couldn't break through despite plenty of late pressure.
Live from Rexall Place and ready to come out of the chute. Grayson, take it away.
Thanks, Cooks. Yes, 5 days of rodeo, dirt, and dust. Yeah, the CFR features the 10 leading money winners in each event, as well as the first and second place finishers in each of the last 10 rodeos. And they're all here for the money and the glory, including Ponoka bull rider Zane Lambert, who is ranked 6th overall despite missing most of the season after taking a horn in the leg that broke his kneecap back in August. Lambert has had to watch competitors pass him by in the standings, and he's put a lot of pressure on himself for this year's CFR. Lambert says he hasn't really left his mark on Canadian rodeo yet.
Well, I've been to the World Finals and I've been all over the place, but I've never really got a big title here in Canada. So I've never wanted it more than I want it right now, too. I'm really trying to leave my mark in rodeo. I'm 29 now. I probably got another 5 years in me, but just going for the last 6 years not getting one really is making me try harder and push harder, and I've never been more hungry for it.
Another athlete to watch out for is 45-year-old Scott Meeks from Texas. He's beating the young guns in tie-down roping and is currently ranked number 1. Meeks is back in the game after taking a break from rodeo to pursue a music career, which was actually pretty successful. He traded in his microphone for a saddle and has no regrets. Meeks still gets to entertain a crowd.
As a born entertainer, you stick a microphone in front of me and I'm going to entertain people. But you just, I think growing up, being a quarterback and as a point guard on the basketball team and played in front of thousands of people, just it came natural to be in front of people like that. Rodeos like the CFR, when they turn on the bright lights and the big stage, that's what we play for.
And Meek says his success this season has actually rejuvenated his rodeo career, and he's not ready to take a back seat to those young guys just yet. He wouldn't sing for us. Despite that fact, Meeks is not also ruling out a return to the music industry in the future. And of course, Darcy Seaton will have full coverage of opening night of the CFR tonight at 11:30. Cooks, I am not going to sing for you either. Okay. So that's good for everyone out there.
Hey, thank you very much.
So the Cowboys sort of chased the Oilers out of town this week.
Yes,
but they
that's
have
true.
wrapped it all up now. So they're coming back after tonight in Los Angeles.
Coming home after LA game. A win for the Oil would mean that they would finish this road trip at the 500 level. Pretty good.
Not bad.
Because this is not usually a very good road trip for them. So a 2-2 record coming home would be huge. Now, the Kings defeated the Oilers late last month, 3-2 at Rexall Place. Cam Talbot got the start tonight after backing up Anders Nilsson for the past 2 games. Not a good start again for the Oil to get outworked down low, and Marian Gaborik sneaks it home short side on Talbot. Tough shit for Andre Sekera and Darnell Nurse. 1-0 for the Kings. Later, Nail Yakupov right off the bench, picks off this pass, races in, but Jonathan Quick stands his ground, keeps it out with a couple of good pad saves. Just over a minute left in the frame. Griffin Reinhart fans on the pass. Gaborik races the other way. Talbot makes a save on him, but Tanner Pearson rips the rebound off the back bar. It was 2-0 Kings after 1. Let's go to the second. Taylor Hall leads the rush, cuts in, feeds Leon Draisaitl. He snaps it home. Give the young German 5 goals on the season. That makes it a 2-1 game. Middle of the frame, nobody picks up Milan Lucic in the slot, so Tyler Toffoli feeds him and Lucic fires it home. Los Angeles restores their 2-goal lead. Still in the middle stanza, Teddy Purcell going for a bit of a skate, then zips a wrister that fools Quick. Purcell with 4 goals on the campaign, 3-2 through 40, and the Oilers keep pressing in the third.
Hall gets it up. Draisaitl across. Hall scores! Taylor Hall has tied the game. And happy birthday, Taylor Hall. A huge goal gets the Oilers back even at 3.
Nice goal from Hall, and it is a tie game. However, just after the Oilers killed off a late penalty, they can't clear their zone. Nick Shore spins, fires, and beats Talbot with 1:39 on the clock. That was the winner, 4-3, the final. Another late loss for the Oilers. They're certainly competitive this season, but
Man, do they lose some tough ones. The Oil return home for 2 games. First up, Chicago on Wednesday. Florida in LA, 1-0 Panthers in the second. Tyler Toffoli moves in, feeds Jeff Carter. That's a pretty goal from the Kings, and they tie things at 1s. Later in the frame, Kings have a man advantage. They work it over to Drew Doughty, whose howitzer just gets through Roberto Luongo. LA takes the lead 2-1. Less than a minute after that, Anze Kopitar on the doorstep manages to shovel the puck home. LA scored 4 unanswered. They win 4-1. Ottawa at home to Hamilton. The winner hosts the East Final. Red Blacks up 17-0, but the Ticats storm back. Andy Fantu's TD puts Hamilton up 20-17 at the break. Third quarter, Ottawa retakes the lead. Henry Burris to Patrick Lavoie for the short major, 24-20 Red Blacks. In the fourth, more history for Burris. Quick hitter to Chris Williams for the touchdown. Burris with the record for most completions in a season. Ottawa wins 44-28, and they finish first in the East. Bayern Munich at home to Stuttgart. Douglas Costa sets up Ian Robin in the 11th minute. Bayern opens the scoring, and it's 1-0. 2-0 as we go to the 37th. Thomas Muller with the cross. Robert Lewandowski with another easy finish. He's got 14 goals in 12 league matches this season. Bayern Munich cruise to an easy 4-0 victory. Kevin Cooey taking on Brad Gushue. Good start for the Alberta crew. Cooey with an easy takeout for 3 in the first end, and it's 3-0 Team Cooey early on. 5-2 in the fourth, but Gushue gets right back into it. This is a draw for 3, pretty wide open. Needs to be 8 foot or better. Not a problem for the 2006 Olympic gold medalist. It's 5-5. Cooey scored 1 in the 5th, so Gushue has hammer again in 6, facing 3, trying to draw in for 1, but it's way too light. Cooey steals 3, taking a 9-5 lead. He wins 9-6, improving to 2-1. On the women's side, Val Sweeting up against Switzerland's Silvana Tiranzoni. 1-0 Sweeting in the third end. Tiranzoni with hammer. Sweeting lying 1, buried on the butt in the Swiss skip. Tried a difficult in-off, but it's no good, so Sweeting steals 1 and leads 2-0. Tiranzoni would battle back to force an extra end, but Sweeting has hammer, lying a bunch. This is Tiranzoni's final stone. Needs to be shot, but it won't be. Sweeting doesn't have to throw her last. She wins 4-3, improving to 3-0. Jays finishing up their series with Kansas City. First inning, Edinson Volquez plunks Josh Donaldson. Umpire Jim Wolf gives both benches the warning. Donaldson just stares down Volquez there. Third inning, Volquez throws high and inside on Donaldson. Wolf does nothing about that. Go to the fourth. Chris Colabello with a man aboard hits one high and deep to left center. Number 10 on the season for Colabello. Jays up 2-0. Bottom 7, Ryan Madsen pitching now. He hits Troy Tulowitzki right on the arm. Tulo did stay in the game. Next batter is Donaldson. Watch this. High and inside once again. Donaldson can't believe the ump won't do anything, saying he's been thrown at all game long. John Gibbons comes out to defend his third baseman. He winds up getting ejected. Volquez, meanwhile, he's on the Royals bench saying, quit crying. Top 8, Aaron Sanchez hits Alcides Escobar in the leg. That's going to get him tossed from this game by Wolf, and the benches would clear. Everyone joins in. Volquez has to be held back. Gibbons, even though he was already ejected, he came back out. Crazy scenes at the Rogers Center. 4-2 Jays, bottom half of the inning. Tulowitzki muscles a single out to right, brings home a run. The Jays win 5-2, taking 3 of 4 from the Royals.